My friends, I haven't posted a YouTube video in like 3 months because, like the title of the video says, I've got myself a new hobby. I also have myself a new son. That's probably been more of why I haven't posted a video, but I've got a new hobby. Let me show you. So my new hobby is sound effects recording, and I realized a few different things. One, there's a bit of a hole in the market when it comes to really high quality sound recordings. I mean, like super high fidelity. We just installed a isolation booth in our basement, one of those big Studio Bricks units. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna do a whole video on that, showing you how we built it and that whole process as well. I realized I have this perfectly isolated space. I've got killer audio equipment. It just seems like a no-brainer to also do some sound effects recording. The second thing is, it's an audio-related hobby. All of my hobbies are pretty much audio-related. I love audio.
Holy shit, you're a nerd.
And the third thing is that I really enjoy the audio for pictures element of audio production. The whole process really gets your mind going in like a cool, creative, aware of your surroundings kind of way that I really enjoy. So I've been bringing this with me, putting it in my car all the time, and whenever there's a cool sound, I just pop it out. It's battery powered, we're good to go. Okay, so let's dive into the setup of this. I'll show you how I rig it out and why I chose these specific parts. So at the heart of the setup, of course, you guys know I love the Sound Devices Mix Pre 6 2nd edition. This is a really great recorder for sound effects because it can record really high sample rates, so up to 196K, as well 32-bit float, which means you never really have to worry about peaking. So for sound effects like a train going by or something where you really only get one shot at getting the gain right, 32-bit float helps immensely. This holds 2 Sony style batteries. I can basically record for like 9 hours without having any issues at all. And what's great about this is it doesn't have to be plugged into anything else. So no other cables coming out of it except the XLRs. One of my favorite parts about this is the stand that it's on. It's on this tiny little stand. It's basically like 1.5 feet high, which is fantastic. I had to do some MacGyver work with some mounts here. So because this is a 3/8, I had to get this from a 3/8 to a 1/4-20 to go into the bottom. And then up here, I had to get one that is 1/4-20 to 5/8 to get into the stereo bar. The cables I got from Amazon for like 12 bucks each. They should do all right though, they had pretty good reviews, so we'll see about that. And as for the mics themselves, these are the Universal Audio SP1s, which just came out this year, so I'm not entirely sure if these are gonna be adequate for really quiet sound effects, because they do have a little bit of self noise, but so far it's been pretty manageable and hasn't been anything that's too distracting in my recordings. But came with the microphones, it also came with these little foamies. These don't really work for outside. You'll need something more like this. This is the Rode WS8 that actually doesn't really fit. I kind of had to jam it on. So I'm gonna see if I can stretch this to make it fit better in the future. But you'll need these if you're recording outside. The foamy ones just won't cut it at all. And these are mounted to the top of the Mix Pre with a stereo bar. This actually came with the microphones itself, which is fantastic. Works really well for ORTF style. If you try to record in XY, they have to be in different planes. So one will point down, one will point up. I want to get a little booster for one of the microphones so that they can, sit on top of each other without having to go off plane like that. The main focus with this was to get something that's small enough that I could kind of throw it in the trunk, press record, and I can leave for 20 minutes and come back and get some really cool sounds with it. So you might be wondering, what am I doing with all these sound effects? Well, I've actually created a new YouTube channel called Simple Soundscapes. I will link it down in the description below. And the best part is these sound effects are completely free to use. There's no attribution required, no copyright, nothing like that. You can download them from each video, use them, abuse them, create really cool projects with them. It's totally in your hands. I'm really excited to share these sound effects with you. And if you want, feel free to go drop a subscribe over there. That'd be awesome. I'm definitely gonna do a full video on these SP1 microphones coming down the pipe. I wanna do like a music / sound effects / like ambient recording type of review. So it's taking a little while to piece together all the different parts and to put enough hours on these. I really wanna make sure that I give you guys a good review on them. Also, if this is too cumbersome and you're trying to get into like a concert or a Costco or something like that and you want to record sound effects like, ambience in a restaurant, this might be a little difficult to get in. People might be a little suspect of it and think that you're a bit weird. So that's where things like the Zoom H1 or the Zoom H1N come into play. I've had this mic for like 10 years. I think they go for like $120. Awful handling noise on them. You definitely want to set them down somewhere. And then I have the H1 and the H1N. So I just wanted to see if there's a big difference between the two of these. And I'll definitely be doing a video on that as well. I have so many videos in the pipeline right now. I should show you my Milanote board. I'll show you how many things I have going on that are ideas that I want to do for videos. So there's so much coming. It's been 3 months of just kind of sitting here waiting to make videos. I'm really excited to do that again. But man, does having a baby ever slow things down? I thought I would have so much time to just make videos. I was gonna be up here all day. I pictured him just like sleeping here beside me. Yeah, it's been tough, but I've got a lot of videos coming down the pipe. I'm really excited to get back into making stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial of this new setup that I have. I've been having so much fun. It's kind of got the creative juices going again, and that feels really, really good. So all my love, have a great day. We'll chat soon.